Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Connor on Chains. So, want to make a shorter video here. I want to cover a few things in the market because we got TikTok Meta absolutely blowing up. We got Bitcoin literally still making new all-time highs right now. Yet we got conviction meme coins, a lot of altcoins, a lot of utility plays, continuously just dumping, and it seems like there's no end. So, I want to update everyone on what's going on in the market. So let's cover Bitcoin first. So we are at 94.3. We've been chopping very hard around these levels now for the last few days, but we are actually accumulating upwards very, very well. I was concerned the other day that we'd potentially break this trend line, and start coming down at least to like low 80s. But as you can see, that actually didn't even happen, as we've just been accumulating upwards and it still looks like it wants to go higher. So in my opinion, this is just an incredibly strong impulse move on Bitcoin. It's very hard to tell what's actually going to happen here, but I would think that because we're accumulating so hard to the upside, probably won't be pulling back too crazy yet. But who knows? Maybe this trend line or this parabola kind of breaks here, and it comes back down to higher 80s before it dips, get bought up. Either way, I'm very bullish. The chart still looks incredibly bullish to me, even on a smaller time frame. So Bitcoin's making all-time highs, but what is happening to our alts? Most meme coins are giga nuking right now. Everything from literally just some of the top memes. Everything from Pepe, Whiff, Popcat, Mog, SPX, Sicker Bitcoin, Moo. They're all dipping incredibly hard today. And I think a lot of it is, we got rotations into random new metas consistently now. A lot of rotation into AI meme coins, into different things that are just, the new shiny object of the week, right? Lots of rotations there. And I think because we are seeing now a new coin just emerged out of nowhere called Chill Guy, I think a lot of people are almost thinking that we are close to a top. Which, in a sense, I can understand why, but I'm going to cover why I don't really think so at the current moment. But so Chill Guy is blown up on TikTok, as a meme, and it's all over. I've seen it on Twitter now, not even just like crypto accounts or anything posting, but general accounts just posting on their feed. I'm seeing this meme everywhere. Definitely getting huge. But the thing with this meme is we've actually seen a lot of people that are buying it are actually newer users on TikTok. People are buying, meme coins based off TikTok videos right now. It's almost like how most of us in the crypto space, we're tapped into crypto Twitter like every single day, and we're buying coins because we're seeing alpha and information from crypto Twitter. But right now, it seems like a lot of people are buying memes on TikTok that are starting to blow up. And they're checking comments, they're checking different accounts on people who to follow. Because apparently certain memes are now, tokens are being made and then they're getting shilled all over TikTok comments. And it seems like this Chill Guy has been the meme coin that has brought, full retail attention, as in like newer buyers into meme coins, which is actually insane. Now, it's something that I wanted to pull up here. Is in previous videos I've said that we're probably, a potential top signal is going to be when we see Solana applications end up being like number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the App Store. So we got Soul Jakey. He actually posted this right here 2 hours ago. 16th overall in the App Store. Instagram flipped, WhatsApp flipped. Number 1 is loading. That is scary. That is like very much so top signal vibes. But I honestly did not think it would come this quick. But again, I don't know what this is in my head. But either way, I want to talk about Bitcoin and alts because again, majors are nuking. And why I don't think you should be worried right now. If anything, you should be buying into these dips. Because in previous cycles, usually what happens when we got Bitcoin having a big run, Bitcoin takes the spotlight. It takes capital. It takes up mind share. Everything. It takes up the dominance in the market. Hence why we call it Bitcoin dominance, right? When Bitcoin's moving up, yes, aside from, sometimes little sub narratives, end up having huge moves while Bitcoin is mooning, but for the most part, most altcoins will sit sideways, and if anything, sometimes they dump and they go down only for a while, all the while Bitcoin is going up. But at the moment, again, Bitcoin is literally at 94. Altcoins have not priced in their move yet. I firmly believe altcoins are still literally at bear market lows, while Bitcoin is at an all-time high in its history. So it is like night and day difference between where altcoins I think should be, but versus where they are now. In comparison to where Bitcoin is, it's actually insane. But so if we pull up the dominance, previous cycles, like I've said, when we see Bitcoin dominance going up, usually what that means is Bitcoin has the spotlight at the moment. Most altcoins aren't going to do too much. They're going to trend sideways. They're going to go down. But once we finally start to see major candles, major moves over the span of like a month, couple months, where we see a lot of red, right? This is usually when altcoins start to move like crazy. But obviously we have not seen that yet, which is why, I want to say like we're still somewhat early to the fact of when altcoins are going to move and pull these gains. But from a cycle perspective, I think we're kind of getting towards a potential top after we see Bitcoin dominance kind of run a little bit, whether it takes a few weeks, a month, give or take, and then ends up starting to nuke. So I think within a span of 3 months, maybe 5 months from now, we will probably see, we'll probably see our first major top for Bitcoin. And that doesn't mean, we're going to have a pullback next week and then it's going to continue. Like, now I'm talking about a lot of times, it's almost like this right here. When Bitcoin kind of ran, yes, it ran. If you look at the weekly, yes, we pulled back, we continued, we bounced like 5 times. After Bitcoin finally chilled here, even before it started to dip here, Ethereum caught up. After months of Bitcoin running like this, Ethereum then caught wind and started to make all-time highs and started to run into, 3,800, 4,000, 4,200. It started to run really hard, right? But that was well after Bitcoin kind of slowed down. People, rotated their money from Bitcoin into ETH, into altcoins from there. So altcoins started to move, even though Bitcoin then nuked, right? But then it got bought back up. But after this entire span of time, when people really felt like, I guess, the top was in, lots of people sold their Bitcoin, rotated all of that capital into alts, and that's when altcoins went berserk. Literally doing 5 to 10, 20 X's in like a couple days span. And that is what we're still waiting for. And at the current moment in time, I feel like we are literally right here. Like we are in this span of upside for where Bitcoin is in this cycle. So Bitcoin is still not chilled yet. It's not at its top. It's not been bouncing sideways for a while. Like we're still just in this upwards trajectory. So we still have at least a couple months. I'd say at least at a minimum a month and a half to 2 months of Bitcoin just potentially going up with minimal pullbacks before it finally chills out. Again, we could have some sort of, major short-term pullback. Like we could go back to 80K before we run again one more time, right? What I'm talking about outside of shorter-term dips, before Bitcoin finally decides to top out, flip momentum, kind of just chills, right? That's going to be a time when I think altcoins are going to really run. And we are still not there yet. But that is where I think, I don't think we're topped out, even though market's looking like it is with Chill Guy running to 400 million in literally 2 days. But that's just what I wanted to bring up. Even with Retardio, Mumu, some of my highest conviction meme coins personally, they are down very hard. We also got Sigma. We also got Lock-In. Those are correcting very heavily too. But the biggest difference between these, with a lot of these other coins, is I think these communities are just here to stay. That is why I continue to buy them. It's like I'm basically betting on community strength with a lot of these meme coins. Because I think in the market overall, most people have realized that Most of these higher cap meme coins, especially too, a lot of them have very, very strong communities, you know, that aren't just going to sell after a 20% pullback. Like, you know, there's a lot of people that are literal whales holding these, hundreds of whales holding all these different coins for a reason. You know, they don't really care about short-term price action because they're kind of waiting for the same exact idea that I'm waiting for, that I want you all to be paying attention to and waiting for. You know, so that is personally why I continue to add. I literally DCA'd Retardio again today, literally when it bottomed. Even if it goes down more, again, I really don't care. You know, I will continue to DCA until this market really fully seems to be topped out. And by that point, we are going to see all of our meme coins making brand new all-time highs. I firmly believe that at some point. But as of right now, it's still just going to be patience and continuing to just, you know, hold on to conviction. Maybe, you know, if you guys don't have the conviction, you don't really believe in certain coins, you know, maybe moving your coins to something else that you really can believe in. But I just think having that conviction, regardless of volatility, is the best way that you are going to win long term. But outside of that, guys, that is what I'm still focusing on and what I'm doing in the market. I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks.